In the center, we have hockey's amalgamation of Lethal Weapon and The Incredible Journey, with some interesting subplots too, like the two goaltenders forever linked as Montreal Canadiens draft picks. Jaro Halak, chosen in 2003, beat out Carey Price for the #1 job in 2010, and there was massive uproar when it was Halak who was traded away to St. Louis, when it seemed like Carey Price, drafted in 2005, was the popular choice to move. Here they are, battling against each other at the World Cup of Hockey. Talk about underdogs. Ralph Kruger and Team Europe. I think the hockey world is just wondering how much they're going to win by. What hope has he got?
Well, I think right now for Ralph Kruger, can he pull another magic trick out of his sleeve? And for Mike Babcock, the focus, Jim, will be energy to begin with. We thought North America came out ablazing. I would think you'd see very much the same out of Canada, try to push the pace of this hockey game.
Wes McCauley and Kelly Sutherland are the referees. Brian Murphy and Pierre Racicot work the lines. And the final of the World Cup of Hockey 2016 is underway, with Crosby and the Bruins on the ice. He's got Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand with him, and there's Anze Kopitar with Thomas Tatar, and Marian Hossa is going to the net. Tatar just about beat Price. Loose puck and a penalty coming up, and already the underdogs are creating mayhem. A great chance, and they've drawn a penalty, and Brad Marchand is going to the penalty box.
Well, this is the European MO. Just wait for your chance. They get a good rush on Anze Kopitar, showing his strength to the outside, drive to the net, and two huge saves by Carey Price. And there's Marian Hossa falling over number 31. And why? Because he was hit from behind. But this is a great start for Team Europe. And Jim, if ever a power play needed a goal, it's right now. They're 0 for the tournament. But what an opportunity to get things going.
Well, throwing the puck out front, the Canadians had collapsed towards the net. And Ryan O'Reilly cleared the puck. And the penalty killers will change up for the last time. Marchand getting set to come back on. Sidney Crosby awaiting the arrival of his line mate. He's out there with Patrice Bergeron. Right up the middle. This is Bergeron trying to get away from a forward. Niederreiter passes off. Marchand scores! First they killed the penalty impeccably, then Marchand returned, got a pass from Patrice Bergeron, and Canada has a 1-0 lead.
You mentioned the same guys playing all the time. Here's Bergeron there with the excellent play. You see how late Price was picking up that pass. That had some chance there, and then right out of the box comes Brad Marchand, and two teammates have done this before a million times in practice and so often in games. And for Halak, a difficult first shot as it goes up and over the elbow. Perfectly played, though, off the rush. Sidney Crosby started it. Brad Marchand ends it.
End of a power play, so it was a forward who got caught, Nino Niederreiter, not used to playing defense, and Marchand just blew away from him at center ice.
And you know that at the end of an important penalty kill, you've got the top line. And look at Crosby looked up to the glass and was able to find that before Jannik Hansen, and that quick outlet pass to a streaking Bergeron in the middle created that goal.
Great wheels by Bergeron and Marchand, and some good saves by Carey Price early as he makes one off of Zdeno Chara. So first shot on goal on Jaro Halak, and the Canadians have been outshot 5-1 but lead 1-0. And Weeder couldn't get it. He'll chase the puck to the boards. Sekera with a shot, just missed the net as Price went down. And then they tried to throw it at the net as Marian Hossa did for a goal in the round-robin game and couldn't get the puck to the net.
Had that gone in, do you think you'd have a coach's challenge or a no goal there? That was some contact, maybe not enough for a penalty, but not enough to get a goal.
Chara had his pocket pick. Ryan Getzlaf, Stamkos scores! Finally! What a load off the shoulders of Steven Stamkos. Finally a big international goal in this tournament. 2-0 Canada.
And Zdeno Chara just trying to create something out of nothing. Has that big long reach, but Getzlaf has a long one by himself. And look at that fake shot. If you look at the reaction of Halak, he froze for just a second. See, he went down, no chance at all to get across crease. And Stamkos, you got a nose for the net. You know you're coming in on a 2-on-1, get your stick down, and an easy tap in for the game's second goal. Well executed.
His 14th shot of the tournament, his 31st attempt on net, and finally his first goal from Ryan Getzlaf at 13:20. 2-0 Canada. Ehrhoff will lead the breakout to center. Fires a shot high and wide of the net. Bodker trying to hold the puck in. Works to the slot. His shot went off a body in front. Getzlaf up the boards. Great reach of Chara. Kept the puck in. Niederreiter gathers it in. Great move. Great save by Carey Price. Another chance. Another Price save. This time on Draisaitl. Bodker. There's Strike. Walks into one and Price makes another save and emphatically ends a pretty good Team Europe shift.
That's one way to shut them down, isn't it? And it's, again, the poise and presence of Price in the net and just tracking the puck. Pietrangelo goes down early. Price down, making sure there's nothing to get in between his legs. Nice job with his blocker. And then watch the box out battle here as Getzlaf gets in front of his man and Price doesn't allow Draisaitl a second chance. A really good shift by Team Europe, snuffed out by Carey Price.
We'll turn things over to Kopitar, hoping for another excellent shift. Give Canada the early lead. Crosby against Kopitar again. Josi, rink wide. Here's Kopitar against Alex Pietrangelo. On comes Seidenberg with a shot in front. Tatar scores. He got a bounce in front of the net and had a wide open net, and Team Europe has made this a one-goal game.
Jim, you mentioned the matchup, and it's happened a number of times in the first period. It was Crosby against Kopitar, but typically you've seen the Vlasic and Weber pairing on the back end that's been going up against the top guys. This is just a bit of a little soft into the zone. They backed off the line, a bad bounce off the body of Sidney Crosby and Tatar. You see the catch up there. He never even saw it originally. It just fell right in front of him, and no chance at all for Carey Price.
Seidenberg and Kopitar should get assists on Thomas Tatar's third goal of the tournament.
You know, often you don't see Canada give the lineup that easily. Just a long pass and a heads-up play to get the puck to the net.
I'll see if they pick it up again. Usually in this tournament, when they've given up a goal, and they haven't given up many, they've had a pretty good response. Taves trying to get the rebound. Perry's there as well. 4 Canadians below the goal line. And they get the puck, and Doughty's now in deep as well. The puck comes to center. Here's a race. It's a defenseman. Sekera, shorthanded. Stopped by Carey Price. Mark that one. Big save at 2-1. All of Canada seemed to be below the goal line. Still shorthanded. Toby Reeder with a backhand shot. Off the bench, John Tavares with a shoot-in as Canada tries to get the pace of the game on. It wasn't a particularly fast second period. That favored Team Europe. So short shifts early. Stamkos with a steal. Tavares with a shot, and Jarl Halak made his first nice save of the third period.
Well, you mentioned all the turnovers in the second for Team Canada here. Halak almost gave them a gift. Easy play to just set it up for your defenseman. Instead, a little miscommunication. Heads-up play by Stamkos, and Halak somehow read it perfectly to come across, but Tavares, under some pressure from Bellemare, couldn't get it up and over the European goaltender.
Team Europe actually has the lead, a higher percentage of face-off wins than Canada, but it's largely on Anze Kopitar, who's 14-5 in the game. And he's not there, so Canada wins. Pietrangelo in deep. Brent Burns off the blue line against Thomas Vanek. Draw. Ehrhoff's shot is blocked. Drew Doughty. Long pass at center. Bergeron with Crosby. Marchand coming up later. A shot for a rebound steered aside by Halak. Here's Crosby. Bergeron heads for the front of the net. Bank shot by Crosby. Tried to put it in off the shoulder of Halak. Here he is again, right in front. Bergeron scores! Sidney Crosby, just when Canada needed him most, makes it a 3-1 game, setting up Patrice Bergeron for the goal.
And it's making plays in little spaces. He puts the puck off the net, keeps control of it, keeps his legs moving, and the backhand pass that he does as well as anybody in the National Hockey League. Look, it just puts it to an area, knows he's got the right-hander coming, and Halak tried desperately, Jim, to squeeze that elbow. But for Bergeron, went right underneath the elbow and through his arm and into the back of the net.
Such a huge goal because the Europeans have had a good third period after a great second. So now it's a 3-1 game halfway through the third period. And Patrice didn't get all of that, but he got it through. Here's Joe Thornton at center. Trying to pull away from Thomas Vanek. Ryan O'Reilly in deep. Joe Thornton lost the puck, dumps the puck in. Tatar goes after it. Vlasic is back to Shea Weber. Up the middle, turned it over, right to Hossa. And he'll control the puck, bid it into the slot for Sekera jumping off the blue line. Sekera is caught. Logan Couture just held on to the puck. Stopped by Halak. Rebound. Taves turns, can't get a shot. Another one and a great save by Halak. Taves tried to get it up high. Stopped by Jaro Halak. A ref cam look at the goal by Patrice Bergeron from Sidney Crosby, giving Canada some breathing room in the World Cup. One of them without a stick here. Draisaitl in the corner, lost it, and he's got it back. A battle this long favors the team with the 2-goal lead. Streit off the boards, takes a shot. Carey Price calmly stops play with 1:35 on the clock.
Jim, right now, Team Canada is treating this like you would a penalty kill. You just stay aggressive, you're outmanned, but even in those situations, keep the 3-on-3 battle. Try to keep it an even battle in the corner, and you've got the 3 Canadians battling to the outside, and don't allow Europe to get that odd man, and then look at the box out. Kopitar's dead tired, could barely get into the net, but Bouwmeester with a nice job making sure his goaltender could see it.
And Kopitar's staying on, too.
He's exhausted, isn't he?
And he lost the draw, maybe because of fatigue, to Sidney Crosby. No shame in that, and the puck goes down the ice again. Shot for the open net. Will they take it? Marchand dumps the puck in deep. Crosby tags up on a delayed offside. The last minute of the third period. There's a sharp angled shot that missed the net. Comes all the way down the ice for Frans Nielsen. Marian Hossa is back. No panic in Canada's game with a 2-goal lead and half a minute to go. Getzlaf to the open net and he hit the post. Taves missed the net. And back to center comes Team Europe. Getzlaf with another shot all the way down the ice. Has this got enough? Racing after it is Christian Ehrhoff, and he got there in time. They'd lament those misses in that post if it was a 1-goal game, perhaps. Here comes Thomas Vanek. What a play by Drew Doughty. He's had a couple of beauties in the third period, and that finishes it off. Thursday night, Team Canada can win the World Cup. 15 straight wins for this group. One more. And they'll have the World Cup, the final game against Europe. The second game of a best-of-3 comes up on Thursday night at 7:30. So let's have a look at the play of the game, brought to you by the new Advil 12-hour.
This ends up being the game-winning goal. Zdeno Chara trying to create some offense. A nifty stick by Ryan Getzlaf. Fake shot, tape to tape, and Steven Stamkos with his first ends up being the game winner and a real big momentum swing of this game.
Stamkos with his first of the tournament and the game winner, and that leads us to our Molson Canadian 3 stars of Game 1 of the World Cup final. Carey Price was very good when it was a 1-goal game and early on when it was scoreless. Sidney Crosby has now won 24 straight games in a Team Canada uniform. Anze Kopitar, the best of Team Europe, kept them in the game throughout the night.
2 boys from Nova Scotia, home of the Silver Dart. Our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, the tire that delivers world-class performance all around the globe. Goodyear, more driven.